next technique, which is front handspring. The key here, especially for disguising repetition and keeping the students enthusiastic in class, you want to change the expression of the technique. This is why we work on it from a gymnastics point of view, so when he moves into a freestyle and martial point of view, he can blend it all together. So we did traditional martial arts one week, now we want to go into a little bit more acrobatical this week, so we're going into the front handspring. Mr. Marco will step back. He will put one leg back just to get a push, right leg back, okay? Hands will be out, and he will push forward and spring into a front handspring. Ready? Watch how he pushes up. Go. Okay, there are several different ways that we can introduce you to spotting for front handspring or any of our techniques, but we're going to go to the simplest one that we use in our little Kung Fu program, which is for our little dragons. Basically what we do, we get the person to put their hands on this side, squatting over, and what he wants to do is go down low, and I will hold the pad, and he will roll over the pad. Ready? And push. Boom. Okay, and come back. This time he will give a little bit more of a push to try to stand up on his feet. Ready? And go. Yes, sir. Let's do it again. One more time. Boom. So it's important for safety you hold the pad, but guess what happens? We just start stacking pad, stacking pad, stacking pad, and then before you know it, he's getting higher and higher, and then when you start taking away a pad, before you know it, they're doing a front handspring. Now, what's so awesome about this next technique, we grapple, we wrestle. So one of the most important exercises to any MMA training or wrestling training is bridging position. So let's put our head down on the floor. And he's going to go up in a bridge. Okay, and back down. Now he's going to go up on his head. Bridge. Okay, now watch this for 1 second. He's going to step his leg in and turn. Ready? Turn. And keep turning. 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 And come up. Thank you. We all know that in mixed martial arts and wrestling training, this is mandatory. But ever watch some of the old wushu tapes and seeing the guys doing the same thing in the Shaolin Temple? It's all the same. So what we're going to do is take that same drill and show it how it moves right into what we call a front handspring. Mr. Marco, hands down. Same motion of a handspring, but this time we're going on our head, using that neck. Ready? Head spring, sir. I love this aspect because it complements jiu-jitsu and MMA so much. I mean, because if you didn't study all those arts, I mean, you just see that you got to learn how to fall, you got to learn how to roll, you got to learn how to turn your body around, but it goes right along the lines of the fusion. Watch Mr. Marco here, and he's going to roll forward just like he's tripping over a banana peeling, real close to the floor. Watch the elevation here. Okay, and he comes back up. Now the key here, when the student comes over, they're landing on their shoulders here, and the feet come down and you smack the floor. Mr. Marco's going to do it again. Close to the floor. Good. Come up. Now let me show you what happens. Guaranteed what happens when you turn the music on, you keep the energy going, and you say, let's go, and motivate them. Give me a front semi-suicide, Mr. Marco. Nice and slow. last and final technique. And let's think about it. If we see any kid out there that's trying to like emulate dance or emulate martial arts without any training, but just music and rhythm, they're doing all these things without any training. What about when we can bring that training and bring that creativity back into the school? That's what the martial fusion is doing here. Mr. Marco is going to step his right leg back. He's going to put his hands out, and he's going to do a front walkover. Key component here, instructors, when we're teaching the acrobats, we got to always be aware of the safety factor and implement the spotting elements. One thing I always recommend too is when you're working with the students, we always have a knee brace on, especially the right knee, and have knee pads on. That's the beauty in the fusion as well. We always believe in safety. So what I'm going to do is show you what I would do here with Mr. Marco with my hand to spot him with this walkover. So if Mr. Marco will go, he's going to lean forward first. If he was to go forward, my goal is to catch the lower back and pull him up when he comes over. We can come up, please. There are also safety belts that you can use where two people can hold, or you can take a real soft cushion bow staff with two people holding and doing the same thing with his lower back like I'm going to be doing with his palm here. But we're going to have him do a walkover, and what he needs to do, he's going to take a couple of steps back and run forward to meet me. 3 steps, always 3 steps. Go. So I know you are excited. I know you're excited. I'm smiling with you. Here we go. Freestyle. I mean, what is he doing? Is he doing dance? Is he doing acrobatics? Is he fighting? We know when we put all these arts together, we know that it looks similar to everything that's out there. That's what this fusion is. Mr. Marco with the freestyle element. Here we go, instructors. Have fun while you're watching this.